from.
When the Normans won the Battle of Hastings in 1066, they began the transformation of Saxon England into Great Britain. Norman law and Norman order, castles mount against the border. Hang out our banners on the outward walls. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Within its island defenses, the country became a part of the universal society, the church, the worship of one God, glorified in the medieval cathedrals. Antique pillars massy proof and storied windows richly dight, casting a dim religious light. There let the pealing organ blow to the full-voiced choir below, in service high and anthems clear, as may with sweetness through mine ear dissolve me into ecstasies and bring all heaven before mine eyes. How reverend is the face of this tall pile, whose ancient pillars rear their marble heads to bear aloft its arched and ponderous roof, by its own weight made steadfast and immovable, looking tranquility. Under the wing of the Mother of Parliaments, where man could speak to man without fear, a British nation evolved, an island nation, a nation of sailors. Little ships must keep the shore, larger ships may venture more. Countrymen of England who live at home with ease, and little think what dangers are incident o'er the seas, give ear unto the sailor, who unto you will show his case, howe'er the wind doth blow. We travel to the Indies, from them we bring some spice. Here we buy rich merchandise at very little price, and many wealthy prizes we conquer from the foe, in fight, howe'er the wind doth blow. At home, the nation became a people's democracy. From the people and for the people, all springs and all must exist. Men, my brothers, men the workers, ever reaping something new, that which they have done, but earnest of the things that they shall do. For I dipped into the future, far as human eye could see, saw the vision of the world and all the wonder that would be, heard the heavens fill with shouting, and there rained a ghastly dew from the nation's airy navies, grappling in the central blue. And when the time came, the people were ready to defend their island. Rising from the ashes of this war, a hope for peace. Hence, jarring sectaries may learn their real interest to discern, that brother should not war with brother, and worry and devour each other. The stage for our history, the British countryside. Nature's charms, the hills and woods, the sweeping vales and foaming floods, are free alike to all. It was the charming month of May, when all the flowers were fresh and gay. Fair-handed spring unbosoms every grace. The daisy, primrose, violet, darkly blue, infinite numbers, delicacies, smells, with hues on hues expression cannot paint the breath of nature and her endless bloom. The feathered people you might see perched all round on every tree. I knew by the smoke that so gracefully curled above the green elms that a cottage was near. And I said, if there's peace to be found in the world, a heart that was humble might hope for it here. Responding to the life around him, the artist, the painter. The artist sketched the life he saw, high and low. Oh, London is a fine place, a great and gallant city. For all the streets are paved with gold, and all the folks are witty. And there's your dames with dainty frames, with skins as white as milk, dressed every day in garments gay, of satin and of silk. The ragged pauper, misfortune's butt, hardly acknowledged by kith and kin, because, poor rat, he has no cravat, a seedy coat and a hole in that, no sole to his shoe and no brim to his hat, and what is worse than all the rest, no light heart, though his breeches are thin, while time elopes with all golden hopes. The painter with pictures, the writer with words. Robert Burns in Ayrshire. I am nae poet, in a sense, but just a rhymer, like by chance, and hey to learning no pretence. Yet what the matter? Give me a spark o' nature's fire, that's all the learning I desire. My muse, though homely in attire, may touch the heart. William Wordsworth in the Lake District. A lover of the meadows and the woods and mountains and of all that we behold from this green earth, to whom the meanest flower that blooms did give thoughts that often lay too deep for tears. Charles Dickens, lightening the squalor of the 19th century with the glow of his humanity. "What?" said the master. "Please, sir," replied Oliver, "I want some more." Mr. Pickwick sat himself down. Mr. Weller whispered in his ear. "Now, welcome, poverty," cried Mr. Micawber, shedding tears. "If you please, Aunt, I am your nephew." "Oh, Lord," said my aunt. And greatest of all the writers, Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I'm marvelously hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch. Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents. Soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. O God of battles, steel my soldiers' hearts. Possess them not with fear. Take from them now the sense of reckoning, if the opposed numbers pluck their hearts from them. The world comes not to an end. Her city hives swarm with the tokens of a changeless trade, with rolling wheel, driver, and flagging jade, rich men and beggars, children, priests and wives. New homes on old are set, as lives on lives, invention with invention overlaid. Men today toil as their fathers taught, with little bettered means, for works depend on works, and overlap, and thought on thought. Britain today, the shape of the 70s. All progress depends ultimately on the work and example of individual people. Scientists who discovered things which were not known, pioneers who did what was thought impossible. Theirs was the spirit of progress. It is still with us.